Beneath the serene beauty of Kenya's towering mountains and sprawling savannas, a formidable threat looms, advancing silently but with lethal force. With each rainy season, the anticipation of rejuvenation is overshadowed by the grim reality of destruction, as raging floodwaters devastate villages, destroy crops, and erode the foundations of communities. This urgent report signals to the chaos unleashed by recurring floods in Kenya, intertwining human stories with the pressing environmental and economic crises, and making an urgent plea for transformative disaster management and resilient strategies. The land, once a source of life and prosperity for the people, now betrays them in a harsh reality shaped by climate change and environmental degradation. Flood fury in Kenya is not just a story of natural calamity, it is an urgent call to action, demanding both global and local responses that prioritize immediate safety and aim for enduring sustainability and resilience. As dawn breaks, the serene landscape of Kenya's Baringo County from just days ago is nowhere to be seen. In its place, vast expanses of muddy waters stretch beyond the horizon, swallowing homes, farms, and lives. In the aftermath, personal belongings dangle from branches, while children's school books mingle indistinguishably with the mud. As these floodwaters rise, the plight of the affected communities deepens. They point to the ferocity of these floods, illustrating their devastating reach and indiscriminate nature. The rapid onset often leaves the most vulnerable populations grappling with immediate survival, overshadowed by an urgent but complex need for long-term solutions. This visual narrative poignantly frames our investigation, setting the stage for a deeper understanding of the myriad issues spawned by these annual calamities. Scientific analyses paint a grim picture of how climate change is intensifying the frequency and severity of flooding in East Africa. Kenya, with its diverse geographical landscape ranging from arid deserts to highlands, is particularly susceptible to climatic shifts affecting precipitation patterns. Researchers point to a worrying trend in rising temperatures in the Indian Ocean, leading to greater evaporation, and thus, more intense rainfalls during the monsoon seasons. Coupled with the erratic nature of El Niño events, these factors manifest in the unrelenting waters that besiege the nation. Understanding these meteorological elements is crucial in framing our dialogue on resilience. By recognizing the nature of the beast, so to speak, governments and organizations can better plan and respond to the environmental challenges that herald these floods. In the midst of Kenya's flood recovery operations, individual tales surface, illustrating a vivid picture of loss and resilience. Families have lost their loved ones, many homes have been displaced, and several buildings have been buried under the ground. These personal stories emphasize the critical need for improved disaster readiness and support structures that cater to both the immediate and long-term needs of the flood-affected. The resilience shown by these communities is remarkable. Yet the repetitive nature of these floods prompts essential questions about sustainable living practices and stronger support frameworks. Floods wreak havoc on one of Kenya's most vital sectors, agriculture. The destruction of croplands and livestock losses translate into immediate food shortages and long-term economic instability.
The ripple effects are felt nationwide, as agriculture employs a significant portion of the country's workforce and contributes substantially to its GDP.
The direct economic impact is staggering, yet the secondary effects, such as increased food prices and the cost of rebuilding infrastructure, are equally debilitating. Addressing these economic vulnerabilities requires a multifaceted approach, integrating sustainable agricultural practices, effective flood management systems, and economic policies that support recovery and growth. This part of the narrative is crucial in understanding the wider economic tremors caused by the floods, setting the stage for discussions on recovery strategies and economic resilience. The environmental impact of floods in Kenya extends beyond the immediate water damage. Ecosystems already strained by human activity and climate change face further stress. Wetlands, crucial for biodiversity and natural water filtration, are often the hardest hit, affecting species dependent on these habitats and disrupting natural processes. Moreover, the displacement of large amounts of soil and vegetation can lead to secondary environmental problems, such as water contamination and increased greenhouse gas emissions from decomposing plant materials. These issues highlight the need for environmental conservation strategies that are integrated into flood management plans, ensuring that recovery efforts are aligned with ecological sustainability. It is therefore imperative to consider the intricate relationship between floods and environmental health, advocating for a holistic approach to disaster resilience that includes environmental considerations. In the wake of the floods, Kenya's infrastructural vulnerabilities come to the forefront. Roads that once connected small villages to the bustling markets of Nairobi now lie fragmented. Bridges are washed out, and critical facilities like hospitals and schools are often left inoperable. The direct impact on mobility and access to essential services exacerbates the crises, prolonging recovery and diminishing the resilience of communities. Rebuilding infrastructure with flood resilience in mind is not merely a necessity, but a mandate. A very strong mandate. Engineers and planners are called upon to design with nature, not against it, implementing solutions that can withstand the harsh realities of climate change. The importance of resilient infrastructure extends beyond immediate disaster response. It is about safeguarding the socio-economic lifelines that support entire communities, ensuring that when the waters come, they do not take with them the progress of decades. Everyone should play a pivotal role in both the immediate disaster response and long-term recovery phases in Kenya. There is a need for synergy between government and non-government organizations to make this a reality. Efforts should range from providing emergency aid and medical services to helping rebuild communities and restore livelihoods.
The agility and specialized knowledge of these organizations often fill the gaps left by response mechanisms. Examining the strategies employed by various NGOs reveals a landscape of innovation and commitment, but also highlights the challenges of coordination and resource allocation. The role of NGOs is crucial in the multifaceted approach needed to tackle the complexities of flood disasters. Their experiences and insights are invaluable in shaping effective disaster response and recovery strategies.
International aid has been instrumental in providing relief and supporting recovery efforts in Kenya. However, the effectiveness of this aid can vary significantly, influenced by factors such as the timeliness of aid delivery, the relevance of the aid to local needs, and the level of coordination with local governments and organizations. By understanding these dynamics, stakeholders can improve the efficiency and impact of aid, ensuring that it not only meets immediate needs, but also contributes to building long-term resilience. Analyzing international aid involves looking at case studies, aid models, and feedback from both recipients and providers, offering a comprehensive overview of its role in disaster management. Government response and planning play crucial roles in mitigating the effects of floods. In Kenya, policies geared towards flood management and disaster preparedness are under constant scrutiny. The importance of integrating scientific research and community feedback into policymaking, ensuring that the strategies adopted are both practical and grounded in local realities. This critical analysis aims to foster a better understanding of the interplay between policy and practice in disaster management, urging for reforms that enhance both immediate response and long-term resilience. Sustainable environmental practices. Sustainable environmental practices are essential for reducing the vulnerability of landscapes to flooding. These practices not only help in controlling floodwaters, but also contribute to the overall health of the ecosystem. providing long-term benefits to both the environment and the communities. The implementation of these practices across Kenya could serve as a model for other regions facing similar challenges. By promoting sustainable environmental practices, this section advocates for a proactive approach to disaster management, emphasizing the importance of ecological balance in maintaining regional stability. Innovation is key to evolving the way communities withstand and recover from floods. Innovative flood resilience measures should be implemented in Kenya and around the world, including advanced forecasting technologies, mobile apps for real-time information dissemination, and eco-friendly building materials. These innovations not only enhance the ability to predict and prepare for floods, but also ensure that infrastructure is better equipped to handle the challenges posed by such disasters. The exploration of these technologies and methodologies showcases the potential for significant advancements in flood management. The focus on innovation underscores the need for continuous improvement and adaptation in disaster resilience strategies, providing a glimpse into the future of flood management. The road to recovery from flood impacts is often long and fraught with challenges. From improving early warning systems to investing in community education and infrastructure resilience, the strategies discussed here are essential for safeguarding the future of the nation. To effectively address the multifaceted challenges presented by floods, a comprehensive national strategy is essential, with framework for such a strategy, emphasizing the integration of technological, ecological, and socio-economic dimensions. The proposed strategy involves collaboration among government, private sector, communities, and international partners, aiming to create a cohesive and inclusive approach to flood management and urging all stakeholders to unite in their efforts to forge a resilient, prosperous future for Kenya. The floods in Kenya pose a daunting challenge, yet they also offer a unique opportunity to rethink and reshape the nation's approach to disaster management and environmental stewardship. Flood fury in Kenya is a reminder of the vulnerabilities we face, but also of the strength and ingenuity that emerge in response. It underscores the need for a concerted effort that spans local initiatives to international collaborations, all aimed at crafting a resilient future in the face of rising floodwaters. By embracing the lessons of the past and the innovations of the present, Kenya can forge a path towards sustainability and safety that stands as a model for the world, proving that even in the face of nature's fury, humanity's resolve can prevail. In the midst of these tears and challenges, may Kenya prevail and come out stronger.